Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long while since I was able to post a video here on YouTube, and that's because I've been really busy trying to achieve my dreams, and here we are now. So coming back with this video, I'm so glad that I'll finally be able to share with you my cabin crew journey, what I went through in application, how I started building my dreams until I was able to achieve it, and all of some other things regarding my work, and how some tips on how to be prepared when you want to apply or you want to become a cabin crew. This is also a get ready with me video if you want to see how I completed this 5J grooming look at work. Then please do keep on watching. But if you're new here and you aren't subscribed yet, welcome, and please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it to be notified when I post a new video on my channel, which I promise I will be doing more often now. I will do my best to post consistent content for you guys to watch. Also, if you guys have any content suggestions that you want to see on my channel, they are very much welcome. Just put them down in the comment boxes below. And without further ado, I don't want to make you guys wait any longer. Let's get to it. Okay, so where do I begin? It's a really long story, but I'll try to make it short for you guys. So I've been wanting to become a cabin crew for quite some time, but then I wasn't able to pursue it in college because my parents couldn't afford to have me in the tourism course, so I took education instead. But then after I graduated, I learned about hirings that didn't require you having tourism degree. So I thought, hey, maybe I have a chance, maybe there's still time to pursue my dream. So when I graduated from college, I wanted to start applying, but then an opportunity to teach came along, so I taught for about a year. And after that, I decided to resign from my job and start applying for a cabin crew. I applied for about four times in 3 different companies. So the first one I applied for was Cebu Pacific, and they're hiring during May. I got until the final interview, but the problem was I still had a lot of breakout during that time. And I was really disheartened because that was one of the only reasons why I wasn't accepted. So I worked really hard to improve myself, to improve my skin, because it really is important to take care of your skin. And then when I got rejected the first time in that company, I tried applying for AirAsia online because I had online hirings. If you guys would check any of the websites of, I think, Cebu Pacific and AirAsia, they post their job hirings online. Anyways, I sent an email to them including a cover letter and my resume. And then after around 2 weeks, I got an email back from AirAsia saying that they were headed in a different path. So it's just another way of saying that I wasn't accepted. So again, it's really hard because you wanted this dream for so long and then you get rejected. So that's it was really hard for me. And then I did stop there, although it was really disappointing. I applied for Pal Express during their grand hiring on June 30th last year, and I was one of the few people who came there at about as early as 6 a.m. But I started getting ready at about 4 a.m. because I take a really long time to get ready. So after that, I didn't get accepted there either. And by that time, I was really dismayed because I started thinking, maybe this is not the path for me. Maybe I'm not meant to become a cabin crew. I stopped for a while, but then while I decided that I was going to focus on improving myself first, there was an ad of a hiring of Cebu Pacific again in Clark, which is closer to where I live. My mom said, why don't you try it out, because they said for you to come back anyways after you cleared up your skin. And by that time, I had much better skin already because I kept going back to my dermatologist just to fix or to get rid of the pimples, the marks, etc. Long story short, I applied again for the grand hiring on July 6th, and that's when I got accepted at Cebu Pacific Air. After I got accepted at Cebu Pacific, I had to wait for about July, August, I had to wait for more than a month to get a call that we were bound for training. And then when we got into training, we still had to pass all of the courses. So a lot of people ask that, is it really easy to become a cabin crew? At first, you know, the stereotype of what people think about our job is that we just serve food and drinks on the airplane. We're just there to look pretty and to make the company look good. But the work is really much more than what it seems. The training is really focused about safety of the passengers, and ensuring that the passengers get from point A to point B safely, so that you guys can be with your families and hug them, be with them. And second to that, of course, is customer service. So we during the duration of the training, we are trained with all possible emergency procedures, such as fire, bomb threats, hijacking, all of those stuff. And that's the entirety, or most of the training is about that. So that's how important the passenger safety is to the companies that we come in contact with. So hopefully guys, when the next time that you ride on a plane, you treat your crew with more respect and do not belittle the job, because it really is harder than it seems. After that, I graduated on October, and it was a really beautiful journey to spend with my batchmates. That's the best part, actually, being with my batchmates. Aside from the flying, achieving your dream and all of that, it really is being able, for me, one of the reasons why I wanted to go into aviation, aside from being able to travel for free, of course, is that you get to meet different people every day. And I'm not the kind of person who likes routinary things, like the same. Although our job, or the job in itself, every day we do quite the same thing in flight, but it's different still. Although you do the same things, you meet different people, you fly to different destinations. Every day is a surprise, and that's what makes it fun and interesting for me, that I get to touch other people's lives. So starting then, I had my first productive flight on October 31st, but we were released into the field on October 28th. So it was a long journey from my first application on May 18th to actually fly. And I was blessed to be able to fly for about 5 months in the company, and it was one of the best 5 months in my life. Being able to live my dream, being able to help my family, and all of that. I think the thing that I can share with all of you who are aspiring to become cabin crew is not to give up really, because when you really want something, when you really want to achieve something, you have to set your goal, and you have to encourage yourself not to give up. And it's really also important to surround yourself with people that encourage you, and that believe in you and what you want to achieve, because a good support system is very important as well. Our makeup, the standard makeup, is to produce a look that is still to the natural side, more of an earth tones. We don't do bold lip colors. We do a nude color, or specifically something coral pink or nude tone for the lips. And for the eyes, something bronzy brown. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And if you can see, I'm packing on a lot of blush, because that's what I do when I actually fly, because blush is the first thing that comes off your face, and you always need to look flushy and glowy. So that's why I put blush on the most. Like, I really pack it on like so. And it's okay that I look really bad right now, because it's gonna get better. I promise you. You just take a fluffy brush and then you go over it. And later when I set my makeup, it's gonna melt into the skin and look more, or have a more natural finish, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, I'm back and the brows are filled. So that's how I usually do my brows. I mean, it's kind of heavier than I would normally do, but the important thing is to make sure that your brows are shaped correctly and that they're filled in, especially in the end parts of your brow. So now I'm gonna head and take some bronzer. This one is from e.l.f. And I'm just gonna put that all over my crease. This is gonna be my transition shade. Okay, so that's that. So now we have laid down our transition color. What I really do is simple. I just take shimmery shade, and that's what I put on the lid itself. Just take it with my finger like so, and then I put it all over my lid. I remember oversleeping for an early morning flight, and this is why sometimes I don't even sleep anymore when I have an early morning duty. I overslept my alarm. My duty was at 3 o'clock something, and I woke up at 2:45. So I had barely 30 minutes to prepare and then head to the company shuttle and then sign in. So I didn't want to be late. So my makeup was like bang, 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 bang. It was so fast. I couldn't even, like, on the worst days, I take around 5 minutes to do my makeup. Then I take a darker brown shade and then I put that on the outer corner of the eye. Same finger, just like so. Back into the bronzer and just blend that together. So when I applied, this is not how I did my makeup. When I applied, I focused more on my skin, making my skin look really good. The first time that I applied for work, they said I had too much makeup on, and probably that was because of the fact that I was trying to cover up some of the pimple marks already. That's why the second time around, when I came back, I really focused on my skin and making sure that I didn't put, I had enough makeup on to make myself look presentable but still show them that I had good skin. And it's really not just, it's not about changing your appearance per se, but it's really just enhancing the features that's there. So, and one thing to know also when you're applying is to research. Research is very important. Is to research about the company that you're applying for, because each airline has different kinds of standards that you want to adhere to or what they're looking for. So if you want to apply to a specific company, you check out what their brand is, what they believe in, what their mission, their vision is, because that's really important. You need to know much about the company that you're applying for, because you want to show them that you did your research and that you really want to be a part of their company. Now, for the most dreaded part of this look, the eyeliner. And I'm gonna show you guys a quick trick that I've taught also all my other batchmates in order to do your wing eyeliner really fast, efficiently, and precisely. So what I do is I draw a line first, like that. That's from your waterline outward to however long you want their eyeliner to be. And then you just draw a triangle from there, connecting inwards to your eyes. And sometimes I just stop at the middle because I want that lifted eyebrow. So let's just do that. Like so. And then you just fill it in. So I really like to extend out that liner. But that's just me. You don't really have to make it makapal. It's up to your preference. As long as you have a wing eyeliner, you're good. I'm back and I finished my eyes off camera. I just did my eyeliner on the other side and the mascara. Now I'm gonna finish the rest of my face by bronzing my face, because I forgot to do that earlier. I should have done it before I set my face. I'm just taking a light bronzer and just going over the parts where I contoured my face. And now, for the lips, what I do is that I use this brown shade and I just mix it with a lip tint. So I take not a really bright lip tint, but just something to give color to my lips, especially because lipstick comes off really quickly in flight, especially when I start drinking lots of water. So I just put a little bit of tint, like so. Then I moisturize. Actually, I should have done that first, but forgot. So just put a little bit, like so. And then I put the lipstick on top of that. But other than that, I also use the shade Birthday. This is a really brown color. But if you're gonna apply, use the Coral Wave shade. Like so. And you're done. I mean, that's basically it for the face, and that's just the face, guys. Now, I have to do my hair and the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna do that very quickly and come back. That's the makeup all complete, guys. Thank you for staying and watching and listening to my cabin crew story. For all of those aspiring to become crew as well, please don't give up. Always know to set your goals, set them high. Don't tell anyone to tell you otherwise if you can't achieve it, and please don't stop even if you fail a lot of times. All it takes really is perseverance and the drive, and I know someday you guys will earn your wings as well, just like I did. So thank you guys again. I hope you guys keep on supporting me and my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and the notification button to be notified when I upload new videos. You guys can tell me if you have any content suggestions, anything you guys want to see. I'd be happy to hear you out and do that for you guys. This will be all for now. Thank you guys. Flying with you again soon.